When you talk about the greatest legends in professional wrestling, two names almost always come up without hesitation: Ric Flair and John Cena. One is the flamboyant, Nature Boy, a 16-time recognized world champion who defined entire eras of wrestling with his charisma, style, and unforgettable in-ring psychology. The other is the face of WWE's modern generation, a 16-time world champion himself who carried the company for more than a decade, inspiring millions of fans worldwide with his mantra, "Never give up." Now, as Ric Flair has entered the later stages of his life and career, and John Cena stands at the twilight of his in-ring run, the conversations around records, legacies, and retirement have become more prominent than ever. Recently, Flair opened up in a candid interview about John Cena potentially breaking his long-held championship record, as well as what plans he has following his highly publicized last match and retirement tour. This deep dive takes a look at Flair's perspective, Cena's journey toward possibly becoming a 17-time champion, and the emotional layers tied to legends deciding when and how to say goodbye. Ric Flair's legendary legacy. To understand the weight of Ric Flair's comments, one must first revisit the man's astonishing career. Ric Flair wasn't just a wrestler, he was a cultural phenomenon. With a career spanning over 40 years, Flair wrestled in nearly every major promotion: NWA, WCW, WWE, TNA, and even made appearances in modern-day AEW. Nicknamed the dirtiest player in the game, Flair was more than just flashy robes, diamond watches, and famous "woo" chants. He carried professional wrestling into mainstream culture with his unique mix of showmanship and pure wrestling ability. 16-time recognized world champion, though Flair often argues he's won over 20 when counting unrecognized reigns. Two-time WWE Hall of Famer, once for his solo career, once as part of the Four Horsemen. A major influence on countless stars from Triple H and Randy Orton to Shawn Michaels and Seth Rollins. For decades, Flair's 16 World Championship reigns were considered untouchable. But then came John Cena. John Cena, WWE's modern icon. John Cena debuted in WWE in 2002 during the Ruthless Aggression era, and it didn't take long for him to rise to superstardom. While many fans initially saw him as just another muscle guy, Cena reinvented himself with his hip-hop-inspired persona, freestyle raps, and brash attitude. Eventually, he transformed into the company's most marketable figure, a hero to children, and a reliable box office attraction. Highlights of Cena's career include 16-time WWE World Champion, tying Ric Flair's official record. Multiple WrestleMania main events against legends like The Rock, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H. Crossover success in Hollywood, starring in movies, hosting shows, and becoming a mainstream household name. Dedication to charity, including granting over 650 wishes for Make-A-Wish Foundation, more than anyone else in history. For years, fans have wondered, will WWE allow Cena to surpass Ric Flair's 16-title reign and become a 17-time champion? Ric Flair on John Cena breaking his record. In a recent discussion, Flair made it clear that he has no problem with Cena breaking his record. In fact, he supports it. Greater than, if John wins a 17th world title, I'd be the first to shake his hand. Records are meant to be broken. I've had my time in the spotlight, and if anyone deserves to hold that record, it's John Cena. This statement shows tremendous humility. Flair has always been proud of his record, but he acknowledges that the business evolves. Cena, much like Flair, became the face of a generation. The respect between them runs deep, with Cena often crediting Flair for inspiring his career. Flair also joked that he's already technically beyond 16 reigns when you count disputed NWA titles, but he embraces WWE's official number for history's sake. Cena's chances at a 17th title. So, what are the chances of John Cena actually winning the WWE Championship one more time? At 47 years old, Cena is now more of a part-time attraction, balancing his Hollywood career with sporadic WWE appearances. However, every time he returns, the energy is undeniable. WWE has a history of using legends for big money matches, and giving Cena a farewell run as the undisputed record-breaking champion would be a perfect storybook ending. Possible scenarios. 1. WrestleMania main event. Cena returns for one final run and defeats a dominant champion like Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, or even a rising star like Gunther. 2. Short feel-good run. Cena wins the title briefly, surpassing Flair's record, before respectfully dropping it to build the next generation. 3. Shock upset. WWE surprises fans by having Cena win in an unexpected match, only for him to announce retirement shortly after. Whether it happens or not, fans are eager to see Cena make history. Ric Flair's retirement tour and beyond. Ric Flair's career appeared to officially end in 2008 at WrestleMania 24 when he lost to Shawn Michaels in one of the most emotional matches in WWE history. Michaels' words, "I'm sorry, I love you," before delivering sweet chin music, remain etched in wrestling history. But Flair didn't stay retired. Over the years, he wrestled in TNA, made cameos in WWE, and finally, in 2022, promoted Ric Flair's Last Match, a special event where he teamed with Andrade El Idolo, his son-in-law, to face Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal. After the match, Flair declared it was truly the end of his in-ring career. But wrestling retirement is rarely permanent. What's next for Ric Flair? Flair has expressed interest in several areas. Podcasting and media appearances. Flair has been a regular voice in the podcasting world, sharing behind-the-scenes stories. Brand collaborations. His Woo Energy drink has become a business venture. Mentorship. Flair often works with his daughter, Charlotte Flair, one of WWE's most decorated female wrestlers, offering guidance as she continues his legacy. Fan engagement. Wrestling conventions, autograph signings, and special guest appearances remain a big part of Flair's life. Greater than, "I'll never be done with wrestling. Maybe I won't wrestle anymore, but the business is in my blood. I'll be part of it until my last breath," Flair said. The emotional side of retirement. Retirement is never easy for athletes, especially for professional wrestlers whose entire lives revolve around performing for fans. Flair has struggled with retirement in the past, often admitting that stepping away was painful. Cena, too, has spoken about how difficult it will be when the day finally comes for him to say goodbye. Both men symbolize eras that fans will never forget, and their eventual exits will mark the closing of chapters in wrestling history. Fan reactions to Cena possibly surpassing Flair. Among fans, opinions are divided. Supportive fans. Many believe Cena deserves the 17th reign because of his dedication to WWE and mainstream success. Traditionalists. Some fans want Flair's record to remain untouched as a testament to wrestling history. Neutral view. Others believe the number doesn't matter, what matters is the impact both legends had. Regardless of where fans stand, the discussions only prove how significant this potential milestone is.